Up, everybody? This is the Digital World Podcast. Here we see this article that says Europe's energy crisis is coming for the rest of the world too. And this is something I've been talking about where energy costs are going to make their way towards food costs. And this is Bloomberg Business Week. So a lot of people are reading this. And listen to what it says about how this is going to affect people. And that's why I've been saying, folks, that when everything, it already started actually, when the prices of food and your basic necessities, food, water, shelter, start going up, you start cutting down on costs of entertainment because you don't need entertainment. Those are wants. What you need is food, water, and shelter. And so, as things start going up, the necessities of life that help you to keep on living are essential. So let me read this article. This winter the world will be fighting over something that's invisible, yet rarely so vital, and in an alarmingly shorter supply. Nations are more reliant than ever on natural gas to heat homes, power industries, amid efforts to quit coal and increase the use of cleaner energy resources. But there isn't enough gas to fuel the post pandemic recovery and refill depleted stocks before the cold months. Okay, and countries are obviously competing with each other, hoping that these, temperatures don't go too far down because that would be catastrophic because they don't have the requisite energy, fossil fuels, natural gas to heat these countries' homes. So if it gets cold, you can see a lot of people may not have the money to pay for all that heating, or there might not be enough, so they'd have to ration the resources. That's the kind of world we're living in. It says inventories at European storage facilities are at historically low levels for this time of year. Pipeline flows from Russia and Norway have been limited. That's worrying as calmer weather has reduced output from wind turbines, while Europe's aging nuclear plants are being phased out or are more prone to outages, making gas even more necessary. No wonder European gas prices have surged by almost 500%. And here you see the chart that shows it just going parabolic. It says that has forced some fertilizer producers in Europe to reduce output, with more expected to follow, threatening to increase costs for farmers and potentially adding to global food inflation. In the UK, high energy prices have forced several suppliers out of business. It says in the cold winter in the northern hemisphere is expected to drive up natural gas prices further across much of the world. Okay, and it's getting expensive. Industrial users, including makers of ceramics, glass, and cement, may respond to raising prices. Okay, this is affecting everyone in all sorts of markets. And this is something that you have to watch out for. And so I think that's mostly what I wanted to cover. But what I'm here to tell you is you need this natural gas to transport food. You need this gas to use machinery, equipment to harvest the food. So everything is tied in together. And when you're seeing this happen in Europe, you best believe it's coming to a store near you. It's coming to a gas station near you. It's coming to your mailbox near you, where you open that bill, you look at it, and you say, "No way." And it's funny because you might have a heart attack in the middle of looking at that electric bill because of how high it might get. And this is the kind of thing I'm trying to warn people about. If you're not planning adequately, now is the time to start looking. It would have been a better time long ago, but hindsight is 2020. And in this energy crisis, and I'm going to keep banging the drum on this, it's coming here and it's going to affect prices everywhere. And you're already seeing things happen because of the supply chain breakdown. But what happens also when there's blackouts? What happens when there's insufficient amount of energy to cover the electricity usage of a population? You get blackouts. And this is going to become a more and more recurring theme. Blackouts, shortages. It's the reality of it, folks. So that's why I come and I say have a financial plan. If you're investing in digital assets, take profits, put it into something tangible. And whatever that may be smart about it. Do your research. And I'm not here to tell you what to do because everyone's plan is different. I have a plan. You have a plan. Other people have a plan. But this crisis is coming. And if you haven't seen the port or the coast of Long Beach with all those cargo ships and all those containers on the port, and you should look at it because you're missing out on being prepared for what's coming. So prepare your bags, prepare your pockets, because we're heading into some very turbulent times. And it starts with this energy crisis. And it started with the supply chain breakdown. So food, it doesn't matter how much money you have in that bank account. The bank can shut down and you could lose it. And also, you can't eat money to stay alive. You need food, water. Those are the essentials. So that money at the end of the day doesn't mean anything if you can't spend it. And you can't have things that keep your life going forward. So, I hope this episode has brought you some value. Like and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. As always, I like hearing from you. This is the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.